Backstage, a behind-the-scenes look at local arts and culture. Backstage with Tshila on ZiFM Stereo. Backstage with Tshila on ZiFM Stereo.
The best to Good evening, my name is Tshila. Welcome to the program Backstage, the official access to the main stage. I hope you can hear us loud and clear wherever you're tuning in from. If you are in Bedbridge, you can catch us on 101.6 in Nyanga. We are on 98.2 in Kamativi and Wange. We are on 105.1. Muharare Muno, we are on 106.4. In Marondera, we are on 106.4. In Buluwayo, we are on 106.7. And tonight in the studio on Backstage, we've got Daniel Jenkins, who has just released his debut album entitled Alive. Welcome to the program.
How you doing, Tshila?
I'm good, man.
Good, man. Good to see you.
I had the privilege of watching you, perform, and it was brilliant. It was amazing. So many things I want to talk about. So many areas we would like to cover. The title to your album, Alive. Yeah. Can you talk about that?
Alive, for me, it's basically just talking about life. When I came up with a song actually on the album called Alive, I just thought, it's a really good status to have as an album name, because it speaks about life, and the song talks about how there's blue skies, nights shining bright, and like the chorus is, tonight I feel so alive. You're basically talking about life, and you've only got one life to live, and in my opinion, life speaks to me.
Right. Is it an autobiographical kind of work?
Not really. No, it's just what it is.
Do you sometimes write about yourself? You talk about yourself in your music?
Most of my songs are based on my feelings, to be honest. I do try to write from people's perspectives as well when I write songs. But yeah, most of them are my feelings, and yeah, it's just how I come across. It's how I get my feelings out.
Is it difficult when you have to talk about yourself or to write about yourself in your music?
It is quite difficult, because when you're writing songs, you've got to try and get the audience as well to feel the same way that you feel. So you can't really write a song about yourself and say, I love myself, you know what I'm saying? Right. You've got to do something different.
And what is the process like?
The process is long. For me, I'm not a songwriter, so it takes me months to write a song, to write a good song, something that I'm happy with. I think I'm a bit of a perfectionist as well.
Alright. You are your worst critic?
Yep, definitely, 100%. Yeah.
And what kind of music do you do? What do you call your genre of music?
I would say it's a mixture of all kinds of music. When I first started, it was very mellow, sort of chill songs. Now I'm into a bit of dance, funk, house sort of music, yeah.
Right. And were you musically inclined when you were growing up?
No, I wasn't. I only started music properly when I was about 15, 16. And then I fell away from it, and I've always been in bands and stuff like that, but nothing major up until a year and a half ago.
Yeah. Right. No school bands?
Yeah, there was a few school bands, church bands that I was in. Still am in a church band and all of that, but other than that, nothing major.
So if I had met you maybe when you were 12, I wouldn't have known that you were going to be a musician?
No, you wouldn't have. You probably would have thought I'd be a bum off the street.
You are going on a European tour in 2 weeks?
I am indeed, yes. I've been fortunate enough to get a spot in EOS in Greece to play on one of the islands. So, yeah, that'll be good. I'm going to be traveling all over Europe, Greece, Rome, Paris, possibly gigs in Switzerland, Berlin and London. Yeah.
Alright. And on your debut album, Alive, which song was the most difficult to...
I'd say the most difficult song would definitely have to be either Alive or Never Too Late, because Never Too Late is a mixture of rap and singing, but the chorus is really, really high. I think all of them were hard, eh? City Streets, a guy, sound engineer actually told me this is a song for Sam Smith. And I was like, yo, okay.
Alright.
Yeah.
Right. And do you have a certain look?
I just look like me. I don't have any fancy like.
But does your look project or reflect your culture or what you express in music?
Yeah, I definitely would. I try to always look as good as possible. I believe your presentation is always key. Obviously, I've worked in the hotel industry as well, and the hotel background, so yeah.
So if you were not doing music, you would be in the hotel industry?
No, I wouldn't. I studied hotel management for 3 years.
Alright.
Came back to Zim, started music, and I haven't looked back since.
Right. And so if you were not doing music, what do you think you would be doing?
Probably, to be honest, business. I do enjoy business. I'm not much of a person who likes to study. I don't like maths and all of that, but I think the business side of marketing or something like that I would enjoy.
Alright. I watched you perform and there was a certain passion that you seemed to emit. Do you find that your mood or on any given day changes the passion in your performance on that particular stage?
The mood will never change my passion when I play. I always have such a passion when I play because I love music so much. But there are times where you get to a gig and you're just like, oh my word, like I've had such a bad day. The last thing I want to do is go and sing to people who are not even going to appreciate it. Right. And then you do a song and people are like, oh, and they start clapping and it changes your mood instantly.
Alright. And stage fright?
Stage fright when I'm in the spotlight. Like I can play absolutely anywhere. I can play to 1,000 people. I've done it before. I played to 2,500 people. But there's lights around. As soon as there's a spotlight on me and I can't see anything else, then I get very nervous.
And when do you feel your best? Like you say, this is at my best, or I can produce my best when I'm in this state?
In my state, I think it's just my mind frame of knowing that what I'm doing is, I'm fortunate enough to do what I love every day of my life. And I think that's when I'm at my best, when I'm at a gig and I'm actually realizing, sometimes I play and I'm outside and there's stars and stuff like that, and when I'm actually playing, I look up to the stars and I'm just so thankful. I want to start crying because I'm so thankful I get to do what I love every day of my life. Yeah.
Any addiction? Are you addicted to music?
I'm addicted to music. I'm not addicted to drugs or smoking or drinking. I'm addicted to music, definitely. I can't go a moment without listening to music.
So what's your day like?
My day, it all depends on what I need to do, but generally I'm in the studio recording songs. I'm trying to write songs, I am recording music videos, I'm trying to organize gigs, I'm trying to organize bigger performances. And yeah, that's my day, and just practicing and singing and yeah.
And reading, do you like to read?
I love to read.
No,
I don't. No, I do read here and there, a couple of books from church and all of that, but I'm not a big reader.
Alright.
I get very bored after a while.
So then I can't ask you who your favorite writers are.
No, definitely not.
Which song are you going to perform?
I'm going to do an original song called Silly Streets of the album. It's actually a song I wrote about Zimbabwe with the help of a couple of people. And I wrote it in Cape Town. I was looking down on the streets in Cape Town and I felt it was such a powerful scenery, and I wrote it about them talking about bringing love to the streets, and I mean we all need love and peace, and that's what the song talks about, and bringing serenity to the streets. Yeah.
Right. Do you write all your music?
No, I don't. I've got a producer, Simba Moyo. He produces the stuff. I help him produce it, and obviously he does all the main thing. I just give the arrangements and what I think should go where.
So, City Streets.
That's it.
City streets, wondering how everything seems within my reach. Going down now, gotta bring the town down and make my own. Everything, thinking about a new sound, give it goosebumps. Then the words I've seen, I'm saying there's got to be, there's gotta be. There's got to be a little bit of loving in the streets. energy. I see on a hill, electricity for the world to see. From the love of a new sound, give it goosebumps. Then the words I've sung, I'm singing, there's got to be, there's gotta be love. There's got to be, it's been loving the streets. We have to bring that perfect harmony. There's got to be, it's been loving the streets. There's got to be perfect clarity.
Is that how the song ends? Because I didn't want you to end.
That's how it is.
I didn't want you to stop. I was enjoying that so much.
Thanks so much.
So, tell us about that song.
That song to me is probably one of my favorite songs off the album, definitely, because I wrote it about Zim. I wrote it about bringing love to the streets, and I believe that you've got to. It starts with you. Change starts with you. Peace starts with you. Serenity starts with you. So I'm saying there's got to be a bit of loving in the streets. There's got to be a bit of serenity, but it starts with you. So at the end of the day, you got to make the decision to make the change, and want to help people and want to stop racism and fighting and all of that. It starts with you.
Have you done the video for this one?
I have not actually.
Yeah,
I haven't even released the song. To
I was imagining the video.
Yeah, it's all about that, but it's costly, as well. Getting it.
If you want a quality product, yeah.
Yeah, a good quality product. It costs a lot of money, and obviously I leave in 2 weeks, so I don't have much time. I'm only back in October, so.
And how long did it take you to construct?
To construct this song took 6 months, 7 months actually.
And the whole album?
The whole album at the same time.
Alright.
So 7-8 months, but this song has taken about 6 months to get right. Yeah.
What would you call, or what would you say is the proper time to come up with a good project? Does it work with time? Does it work with vibe or energy?
Definitely works on time. You also have to have the inspiration to do it and all of that, but I think it works on time. You can't rush a project. I mean, when you put out something, it's got to be good. It's got to be something that people are going to be like, wow, that's really, really good. So my first song I put out, True, was, I couldn't really sing back in the day. Like, I've got a lot to learn. But True was okay. It was a good song, good lyrics, something close to my heart, but I think these songs that I'm writing now and putting out, definitely a lot better.
Alright, and what were you talking about in True?
True was about a girl who broke my heart.
Alright.
Yeah, a long time ago, 4 years ago, so that's fine.
Alright. And what is the most trouble you have ever gotten into?
The most trouble I ever gotten into was getting drunk at my 16th birthday party, which my dad paid, like hired out a venue with my friend, and I was home by 10 o'clock. I was so drunk and he was not impressed. So thankfully I'm over those days and now focusing on better things.
Alright. And the 5 things that you can't do without?
5 things I can't do without. God, definitely. My family, music, earphones, and my guitar.
Alright,
Yeah.
alright. And what is your motto in life, or what advice do you live by?
My motto is you become what you behold. Basically, that just means you reap what you sow, and just a word to people out there is, people in Zimbabwe...
Is it almost like karma kind of thing?
No, it's more than karma. It's more actually like spirituality, and like I believe in God, and I do believe that you reap what you sow.
Right.
And it's, for me also, like for people out there, most people think that just because you're in Zimbabwe and there's no platforms for music, there's no like American Idol or anything to get you out there. They think that they can't get anywhere in music, but I think they can. It's just based on your mind.
And what social concerns do you address in your music?
Social concerns, it just depends on the songs and stuff like that, but I do want to try bring awareness to the world of like things that are going on and all of that. And,
And your definition of peace?
Definition of peace, as I said, peace starts with you, and that's for me. Peace is bringing, as I talked about in my song, actually, ironically, harmony, serenity. But peace for me is starting with you. Peace can't start if you don't have peace. If you don't like someone, that's not peace. So you've got to learn to be peace for yourself. And yeah,
right. What's your favorite song that you could belt out at a bar or in a car? Or
thinking out loud, Ed Sheeran, definitely.
All right.
Definitely.
All right. Right. And 10 years from now?
10 years from now, I will definitely want to open for Ed Sheeran. I do definitely want to be an established artist in 10 years. And I do see myself there in 10 years. And if anybody else is listening and they want to gain some inspiration, go look at Ed Sheeran, go look at one of his songs called Addicted. He wrote it when he was 13 years old, put it out on YouTube, and he's given people free reign to go and listen to it now. And he was terrible. And now look at him. So if he can do it in 10 years, who says I can't?
I understand you also do covers. You did some really classic covers.
Yeah.
You know, which cover are you going to do for us?
What do you feel like listening to? Ed Sheeran, Sam Smith, Drake? What are you feeling?
Let's start with Drake.
Start with Drake, cool.
I got my eyes on you. Everything I see, I want your high love and emotion. Endlessly, I can't get over you. If tomorrow call me, I want your high love and emotion. Endlessly, 'cause you're the girl, you know. You're so different around me. 'Cause you're the girl, you know. You know exactly who you should be. Just hold on to going home. Just hold on to going home. It's hard to do these things alone. Just hold on to going home. I got my eyes on you. Everything I see, I want your high love and emotion. Yes, I can't get over you. If you wanna call me, I want your high love and emotion. Yes, you know it. You act so different around me. 'Cause you're the girl, you know. You know exactly who you should be. Just hold on, going home. Just hold on, going home. It's hard to do some things alone. Just hold on, going home. You're the girl, you're the one, babe. Gave you everything, I love it. I think there's something, baby. I got my eyes on you. Everything I see, I want your high love and emotion endlessly.
You need to teach me how to play those chords.
Definitely, there's 3 chords the whole song, so it's...
Earlier, a friend of mine and a workmate, Jeff, was saying if he knew how to play guitar, it would get him a girlfriend.
No. I think singing is the key.
Singing is the
Singing is the key. You can play guitar, but if you can sing.
What is your favorite part in the process of constructing a song?
Favorite part in constructing a song is actually making it like where you listen to where you start the song, like where it starts and where it comes from, the beginning phases, and then you listen to it at the end. That for me is like the best thing ever. Yeah.
Nowadays there's so much going on social network. You know, there's always a camera, you know, one corner or the other. How do you protect your privacy and your security.
I think privacy on the internet is really hard to keep away from. It just depends on like what you post and all of that, and also like songs and stuff like that. I try not to put songs on SoundCloud that I don't want people to download, and YouTube, because I know you can download for free off that. And I mean, people don't understand the work that actually goes into the song, the amount of money that goes into it, and then they just download it for free. So it's kind of like, you know, you're not giving anything back to the artist. Yeah.
Alright. And do you like your pictures taken? I mean, if you're in a supermarket, and probably.
I probably get very shy, to be honest, but yeah, I wouldn't mind. Like it doesn't really faze me, but I think, yeah, I'm a bit shy.
Right.
I am a bit shy.
And what sort of material do you share on your social networks?
Social networks is just encouraging stuff that encourages people. I do share my maid. She's incredible at dancing. She is the funniest person. So if you guys want to check that out, I'll give you my Facebook page and stuff like that just now. She will literally make your day.
Yeah. Right. And do you sample other people's music?
Definitely not. No, you can't. I do believe that there's everyone uses like programs, Logic, Pro Tools, all of that. So they are the same sounds, exactly the same sound that you're using songs with different chords. But when you actually sample a song, you're taking something that's not yours, and you can. I mean, look at the whole thing that's just happened with Pharrell and his song where he's just been fined. I think it's like $1.4 million or something like that for sampling a song. So.
And if you were to open up for any artist, who would it be?
Definitely Ed Sheeran with the script. Definitely.
Alright. Is that good?
Yeah. He is incredible. Ed Sheeran for me is incredible as an artist, and the script, they're just something else. If you like their writing, their ability to write, incredible.
Right. Do you have anything from Ed Sheeran?
Sam Smith, Ed Sheeran, which one?
Sam Smith.
Is it true I'm a good one night stand? I still need love and just a man. These nights seem to go to plan. I don't want you to leave, you hold my hand. I want you to stay with me, because you all I need. Say love, it's clear to see. Darling, stay with me. Why am I so emotional? It's not a good look, it's some self-control. Deep down I know this never works, no. Gonna lay with me so it doesn't hurt. Won't you stay with me? Can't you all I need? This ain't love, it's clear to see. Darling, stay with me. Won't you stay with me? Because you're all I need. This ain't love, it's clear to see. But darling, stay with me.
Hey man, nice. I'm going to read a couple of messages here. Hi Tshila, Amanda and Blue, are you loving the show? Our guest can sing, well groomed and gifted. Just one question. Any shows for us Zimbabweans?
Shows
No,
about
Daniel is a Zimbabwean.
yeah, indeed.
Mm.
Nothing major yet, but yeah, a couple of places. 167 on Enterprise Road. Tomorrow night, the Eros on Sunday, Queen of Hearts next Friday, and the Eros next week Sunday, and then I leave.
Right. Which local artists did you work with on your debut?
Ten Diamond, had the fine pleasure of working with Ten Diamond. He is an incredible artist.
Right.
And yeah, he came late to studio. He was 30 minutes late. He walked in. He hadn't heard the song. He sat down, wrote the song, or the rap to the song in 10 minutes, recorded it in 5 minutes, and walked out. And it's magic. So I'm very, very humbled and honored to have worked with him. Yeah.
Alright, another listener from Bluewayo. Whoa. Oh wow. Daniel sounds good. Loving the city streets. So How long do you think it's going to take you to work on your new project? Have you started working on your new project?
I actually have. I was actually at Singer-songwriter today working on a new song, which we actually might even do next week before I leave, so that could be out. And I think the next project is just going to be a number of singles released. I don't really want to do an album again. I just think just singles for now, and then we'll see maybe when I get back.
Alright, alright. And where can people find your music? And if they want to book you for shows?
Booking me for shows, you can email me at guitardan08@gmail.com, Guitar, like a guitar, dan08@gmail.com. My music, you can find it on my Facebook page, facebook.com/Daniel Jenkins official, and my YouTube page is youtube.com/Daniel Jenkins 92.
Alright. Daniel, thank you so much for coming through. It was a pleasure having you here, and I wish you a successful tour. European tour. Send in a lot of pictures and videos.
Definitely, Tshila, thanks so much for having me.
But we are not going to go, I mean...
You want another one?
Yeah, I want some old classic. Some old classic.
I'm going to give you a love song. This song's for the ladies out there listening. It's probably one of my favorite love songs to do by Rod Stewart. So.
Alright,
Enjoy.
nice.
I told you lately that I love you. Have I told you there's no one else above you? You fill my heart with gladness, you take away all my sadness, you ease my troubles, that's what you do. For the morning sun in all its glory, with hope and comfort too. You fill my life with laughter, and somehow you make it better. You ease my troubles, that's what you do. There's a love that's divine, and it's yours, it's mine. It's like the sun. At the end of the day, we should give thanks and pray to the one, to the one. Have I told you lately that I love you? Have I told you there is no one else above you?
Thank you so much, Daniel, for coming to Backstage. We have come to the end of our program. My name is Tshila. Join us again next week for another edition of Backstage, the official access to the main stage. Stand by for the news at 9, and after that is Judgment Yard.
Thanks so much, man.
Oh, nice one.
Yeah.